So guess who had the worst day of their entire life yesterday? So quick story time with me. So for context, I met him on Hinge. It was the first day. He had booked a really nice bar, told me what time to meet him. So I was kind of excited. Little did I know. But yeah, he had just moved to London like a month ago from the US. So within the first 15 minutes, I'm asking, oh, how are you finding London? And he says, it's a shame you guys don't have guns around here. What? I thought he was joking, but he was deadly serious. He was deadly serious. Like, I actually could not make this shit up.
Sounds to me like he wants to shoot someone. Be careful. Anyway, that was funny, but at the same time, a huge red flag. And that's the only thing this guy thinks of saying to this girl on a first date. You're in a romantic date. You're supposed to be thinking about, I don't know, bubbles and flowers and hearts and whatnot. You're supposed to be in a cute romantic mood. At the same time, this is scary. This is scary. What would you do if you were this girl? I would definitely want to leave. Why is this guy talking like this? Is he trying to threaten me in an indirect way? Or am I reading this wrong? I'd be wondering, I'd be concerned. What a weird thing to say. There are a million of differences between life in the UK in comparison with the US, and that's the only thing this guy thought of mentioning.
And this was, of course, within the first 15 minutes. So I can't leave yet. Our drinks haven't even arrived onto the table. So I'm just trying to be friendly and like brush past it in my head. I'm like, I'm never seeing this man again. I'm just trying to do my best so he doesn't shoot me. I'm just trying to be nice and I'm just trying to get through the next hour. And I asked things like, oh, like, when was your last relationship? Tell me why. He says, oh, yeah, I was engaged like 6 months ago. Engaged? Where is she? Why are you here? And I asked naturally, oh, what happened? Why'd you guys break up? And he said, oh, I just realized she added nothing to my life and my life is just so much better without her.
Oh, this explains why this guy is looking for a gun. Obviously, this is someone very bitter. He's not over his ex. He didn't forgive her. He didn't forget about her. And he's very happy that you asked this question. Of course, it doesn't look like it because he looks annoyed and upset. And like I said, he's butthurt over his last relationship and how it ended probably. But don't get it wrong. This guy is happy that you brought this up. He will probably be talking about his ex and everything wrong with her for the next couple of hours if you let him. You know why? Because he's not over her. Plus, a man that talks like this, that says about his ex, let alone a fiance, someone that he was serious about and that he was engaged to, he says that his life is so much better without her. This is a man that is capable of being catty and mean and spiteful and make aggressive comments. These are often qualities that can be associated with women, with mean girls, because women are more talkative and they can be more petty when needed. I'm not saying all women are, but when a man displays such skills, I'm gonna call it for now, you have to understand that this is a toxic man. This is a dangerous man. This is a man that will probably drain the life out of you if you allow him.
Men are so scary. Men are so scary because why were you with her for 3 years? Why did you propose to her? It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. So he said how his ex suggested couples therapy and he said he would rather break up than try couples therapy. And I was like,
yes, he's arrogant too. He doesn't want to try couples therapy because he probably thinks that there's nothing a third party can add to him. He's perfect. He doesn't need that type of advice or therapy or talk or help because he's got it all figured out. He thinks he knows it all. And someone who would rather break up with you than try to work on the relationship is someone that views relationships as disposable and would not hesitate to throw memories, a love story, beautiful times. I'm not saying there's no bad times that they had together. Of course there are, but the beautiful side of that relationship, he's happy. He won't hesitate to chuck in the bin at the smallest inconvenience. And that's another huge red flag.
that sounds silly. Like, it sounds like she's trying to work on the relationship. Why wouldn't you want to try it? And he said, I kid you not, he said, why would I take advice from someone less successful than me? Sorry?
Well, you don't have to dig to try and find the reason why he wouldn't want to work on the relationship. Like I said, this guy considers relationships disposable. If he grows tired of you, he just chucks the entire thing in the bin. He doesn't think twice. And that's what he did with his ex, looks like, because she was willing to work on the relationship and to try and save it and to do couples therapy and to take time out of her day, her week, or whatever to go with this man and try to heal their couple. But he was not interested because he's done with her. He'd rather not. He'd rather just break up and on to the next. I understand why this woman does not get it and why many women may not understand this type of behavior, but the truth is that he'd rather just not. Even if this woman turns into an angel and she treats him very nicely, he just lost interest. He doesn't want to work on it anymore. All the memories they had together, all the good times, and their entire story, because there must have been a love story for them to get engaged, unless it was arranged, and I don't think it was arranged. If the girl is trying to do therapy, they must have had a beautiful beginning that was organic and that was very sweet. But my point here again is that this guy doesn't mind throwing all of that in the bin and be over with it at the smallest inconvenience. And he's definitely not going to inconvenience himself more and go ahead and try couples therapy. The mere thought of sitting down and listening to another person try and help him with his relationship or give him advice repulses him, because he thinks he's above that. He thinks he's too successful for that, which is funny, I know. But again, at least he is telling you the truth, I guess. He's not trying to hide the way that he views things or relationships. He's not lying to you, because obviously he's still bitter. He will realize, he will wake up at some point and see that he can't be truthful anymore about what happened with his ex, because no new woman or new date is gonna accept this. They're all gonna disappear after he tells them that his fiance wanted to work on the relationship, and for no reason at all, he just decided he would rather break up. He will realize at some point that this doesn't work, and telling the truth backfires. Most women are not going to want to see his face again after knowing this, so he will probably learn to lie about it.
Again, my jaw on the floor, because I'm like, there's no way this man is real. There's no way any part of this evening has been real. I'm waiting for someone to like jump out at me and be like, you've been pranked with a camera, because I am in shock that these words are coming out of his mouth. So for context, he's like a finance bro, tech bro kind of guy. So yeah, I get so passionate about this therapy topic. I elbow my drink off of my table and then I try to catch it. And as I try to catch it, I throw it further away and it smashes against the table next to me and it shatters to pieces. And not only does it do that, the drink from the glass has spilled all over this neighbor of mine, this random guy who sat next to me. So he's been caught in the middle of this and I am so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I'm apologizing profusely. But was it a blessing in disguise? Because then it meant I did not need to wait until I finished the rest of my drink.
What a disaster. I don't blame her. I'd be in shock too. I don't know what I would have done. Maybe I would have actually poured my drink on him instead. On his face. But again, at least I guess she can leave now and she doesn't have to wait to finish her drink. It's a blessing in disguise. Before I forget, let me quickly mention that if you are a single woman dating strategically and actively for marriage, I have designed a program that will help you find a suitable match and a potential husband within ideally 6 months to a year. If this sounds like something of interest, go ahead and join my community. You will find the link for it in the description box under this video, and you will find the program I just spoke about in the classroom section of the community.
He actually did offer, he was like, shall I get you another drink? And I was like, no more drinks, please. Please, can I just leave? So yeah, he had like more than half of his drink left. And I said, oh, can we get the bill? So I think he got the message loud and clear, and I will never be seeing him again. As a matter of fact, I will never be going on a hinge date again. That was it. I've retired. I have retired. I don't have it in me.
I really hope that this is a joke and that she will not stop dating. This guy is not worth it. He should not be the one to retire her from dating when she could meet her husband next. That's why I don't recommend you take a break from dating, no matter how horrible your last first date was, especially if you are dating for marriage, because there are billions of people on earth and you don't need 2 people, you don't need 3, you don't need 4, you don't need 6 to like you. in that way. All you need is one of them. All you need is one suitable match. And then that's it. You've got a good husband, a life partner, hopefully, and someone you can share the beautiful and the sweet moments of life with. Perhaps even the bad ones where you will need support and you will need probably someone to lean on. We all do, no matter who you are. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and join my community. The link for it is in the description box under the video. And for now, I will say you take care of yourself and I will see you there.